y'all, and welcome to today's video. We are going to be going through all of my highlighters, blushes, like if I have any trios or quads or face palettes with those. We are going to be looking at it all. I am excited. I love doing these collection videos every December, kind of just going through my collection. This is not a declutter, okay? I'm not getting rid of anything. If I have it in my collection, it is here for a reason and it is sticking around. We're gonna have a good time, okay? We're gonna have a good time. I will try to group brands together. I probably won't be the best at that, so this will be a little chaotic, but I just want to share my collection with you, talk about makeup, have a good time. Let's jump into it. Alright, why don't we start off with my Unearthly collection. I'm going to try my best to group these by brand. I will see how that goes. I don't know if I'm organized enough for that, but we will see. Also, I have an affiliate code with Unearthly. If you ever want to shop the site, you can use code Heather to save. As we go along, I will just put my code up on the screen, so I'll move it somewhere down in the corner, and then of course you can check the description box for affiliate codes, discount codes. I know I won't have enough room to link everything, but I'll try to put as much as I can in there. So first up, of course, my baby, my Resurgence highlighter duo. This is just the one that I'm currently using, okay? Because I have singles before it was in the pans. I have another one of these that I'm using. I have tons of variations, samples when we were like working through this. Of course, mine is messy. It actually just came to Vegas with me. But these are multi-chrome highlighters with a transparent base. So they work on light skin tone, deep skin tone, fair, my skin tone, like whatever. But they are so beautiful. Of course, my favorite of all time, no surprise. These are, I don't think Unearthly makes these anymore. These were liquid highlighters. So maybe we should swatch a few things. I mean, I can't swatch everything, but maybe we should swatch a few. I don't think these work anymore, so we won't swatch these, but these were the incandescence, like liquid highlighters, and I think they were really fun, but they are very creamy. I think they're probably best for dry skin. Okay, let's just go back and maybe do like a couple of little swatches. Oh, pretty. As I move, you can kind of see that transparent base. Let's do, I mean, why not? We can't swatch everything, but we can swatch some things, right? Like just if I keep the swatches small, that could be fun. Your eyes are not deceiving you like hers. I have two of these. So I am pretty sure I bought both of these. Some of the things I'm going to show you were gifted. Some of the things I did purchase myself. But both of these I believe I purchased. So this was Low Light, the first version. I love these. They look so deep in the pan, but like I said, they have that transparent base, and they're all duochrome highlighters, but Unearthly redid the palette and they put this shade in instead of this one. So let me kind of show you. And again, they have that transparent base, so they're not going to leave like a white cast. I mean, this lighting isn't the best to show like shifty highlighters, but maybe at the end when we swatch a lot, like I can show you a little bit better. But these are super beautiful. I really love the formula of these palettes, so I keep both. Listen, I'm not gonna get rid of stuff just because I want to say I got rid of stuff. I have them both. I like them both. I keep them both. This palette right here was exclusive to their Halloween mystery box, I think 2 years ago. I love these. I really would like to see this make a return. I love a good colorful highlighter. These are so pretty. If you watched my eyeshadow palette collection video, I showed the quads that came with that. This is amazing. This is amazing. Their Valentine's Day mystery box was so good. I don't even think it was a mystery box, was it? Or was it one of those where it was like just a box set? But beautiful glowy blushes. And then, let's see, these launched this year. So this was part of their Halloween collection for, yeah, this year, 2023. So we had like a blush topper and a highlighter. I have a video with that. Spaced out. Well, these two both came from the summer mystery boxes. So really pretty. We have like one that's more pinky tone, use it as a highlight, use it as a blush topper, and one that's more like golden orange. Of course, I love the pinks. And then we have some singles, okay? These blushes, I think, scared a lot of people when they first came out because they are so light. And I remember using them in a video, and I went in way too heavy-handed, and yeah, it was like, oh, okay, like these are pigmented, but now I use them a ton with a light hand and a fluffy brush, and they're so beautiful, especially layered on top of like a more pigmented liquid blush. And then I saw Bailey Sarian used this one, Cherub, in a video, and it like sold out so fast. So I am loving, oh, let me show you these first. These are the new Lowlighter singles. So you saw the low light palettes, but these are different, okay? These are multi-chromes, I believe. And this one, Twilight, I have a video. Definitely watch my video. But this one is like a sparkly highlight topper, okay? My camera is not going to like me swatching, and it's not easy to see. But Twilight, you see it's like semi-sheer, and it has this like sparkle topper to it. But then we have Spectre that is like this multi-chrome purple, blue, white type of color. Spellbinding is probably my favorite. Which one was that? Was that the one that we already did? Yeah, that was Twilight. And then here we have Mirage. So again, I'm not going to swatch all of my collection, but I feel like we can swatch some. Mirage is super warm, super beautiful. These aren't going to be the best swatches. Again, watch my videos on these products if you want better swatches. But the last one I have, I think, is this, oh, I need to get my blush singles. I'm like, I know I have blushes from them. Okay, this is In the Dark. So this was a part of their collection years ago, and it's so beautiful, even as like an eyeshadow. Let me see, maybe I can put it right there. It's really, really pretty. It's a great inner corner highlight. Oh, you know I love Unearthly. Okay, let me go grab the rest of my blushes. Okay, I was like, where are my singles? And I had to move some around because I definitely had some like samples from, you know, my collection, and like things that aren't going to be in my collection that were going to maybe be in other things. So I had to move these around and make sure it was okay to show you all these. So these are single blushes and single highlights from Unearthly. I don't think the single highlighters are available anymore. And then we had the 4 single shadows down at the bottom. But these blushes I love. It looks like they have not been used because they're pigmented. You just need a tiny bit, which is amazing because they work on so many different skin tones. I personally love that. You know, like I can use a little. If you're fair, you can use less than I do. And if you're deeper, you're not going to have trouble having these show up on you. So they like this. I've taken this palette with me traveling. I know it's a little larger, but I'm like, listen, I can bring all my blushes. I know what I need, and it's so good. Y'all know I love Unearthly. Let me stop. Let's talk about GlamLite because I love. Okay, so first we have Scooby-Dooby-Doo, Where Are You? This I love. I love this so much. It is so sparkly. Like the camera's gonna have a hard time picking up some of these sparkly things. It really is, but I love the bats. I just have to show you. And I love that in this they gave us 2 different formulas. I appreciate that. Like, it doesn't have to be the same formula just because it's a duo. So one is more sparkly and kind of topper-like, transparent, and then one has a little more pigmented, like a duochrome shift. Both really beautiful though. I love that Scooby-Doo highlighter. I'm not going to open this one because loose highlighters, like, you have to be prepared, okay? You got to make sure that they've had a minute to sit. They're not going to fly everywhere. And this is a beautiful blinding highlighter. How cute is the packaging? 10 out of 10. The cookies and cream and the milk chocolate from Hershey's. I love the milk chocolate so much more than I thought I would. I use it as a body bronzer so much. The Rick and Morty highlighter is intense, y'all. It is intense, colorful. See, like, the camera is like, oh, it's too blinding. I don't want to show. Gorgeous. We have Michaela Pot 2 highlighter. I bought this. I was so excited. I actually got to go to the GlamLite party for this, and I bought the full collection. Don't regret it at all. Strawberry Shortcake Blush. I really love this one. I really liked this whole collection. The Friday the 13th highlighter is beautiful. I will say, you're gonna see a lot from GlamLite, and I don't feel like there are any dupes in here. Like, nothing that's the same. I don't think that they repeat themselves. This is Pina Colada. And this one is more light, and this is Mimosa. This one is a more yellow toned highlighter. I really like both of these. This one I don't use so much on the face. I will use it mixed with other highlighters or as an inner corner highlight, but I do use it and enjoy it. This is good. Like, this highlighter, it's really good. Look at Ghostface and then the knife. It's good. Ooh, you know, this is gonna be a yearly favorite. Ghostface blush. Beautiful, beautiful red blush. I love a good red blush. We have the Nightmare on Elm Street. Is this the one where he has the knives for fingers? I think so. So we have beautiful red blush. I love a red blush. It makes me look so sunburnt, and I'm here for it. We have another Scooby-Doo. This is the Velma and Daphne blush set. I really like this one too. A little bit goes a long way. And then the newest one to enter my collection is the Garfield. This highlighter is cool. Let me see. It has like this green gold shift to it that I really like, and I think works really beautifully with these blushes. And I like that this red is a different undertone or different like depth level than the Nightmare on Elm Street blush. Okay, before we move on from GlamLite, I forgot I was putting my things to the side, and I was like, oh, where's Chucky and Tiffany? So the last of the GlamLite is this Chucky and Tiffany blush duo. Okay, let's talk about Melt. Yeah, I buy a lot of Melt. What can I say? I love it. Let's just go ahead with the palette. This is the Melt Monarcha palette that launched in their Amore Mariposas collection. Beautiful, beautiful blushes. Some matte, some glowy. We have like different finishes, different shades. Really pretty. And then make way for my, what are they called actually? Digital Dust Duos. I loved the theming of these, and I still really enjoy these. Like, remember, do you see? Like, you cannot see the bee in that. You can barely see the bee in this one. You can barely see a bee wing in here, but you may be thinking there's still a ton of embossing, but there were bees embossed on here, and you cannot see it anymore. I've used it that much. These are stunning. Remember, just because like something's not new doesn't mean it's not good. Shop your stash. Shop your stash. I have this one. I don't use this one a ton, but when I use it, I love it as a blush topper. This is the Phoenix highlighter. So definitely not a highlight for me, but definitely a glowy blush topper. I love putting it on top of a cream or a liquid or a matte. And then I'm just going to show you all of my cream blushes. This is their cream blush light formula. I know I love it with my my dry skin, please. I could never. My very oily skin, I know people with dry skin really love it. It's just a great formula. It lasts and it's easy to blend. It doesn't lift product underneath. Obviously, I've bought a ton of shades. Obviously, I love pinks, peaches, and bronzy tones. I feel like this type of blush shade is going to be really popular in 2024. And then, of course, I had to buy the Melt Nightmare Before Christmas Cream Blush Light Duo. And this one actually has their highlight, cream highlight formula. So this is a new formula to them, and I really enjoy it. And I like that this is not the same shade as these. to me, okay? So this is in Deadly Nightshade, and I obsessed. Like, let me just show you, because you may be thinking, how are these blushes? But they're really beautiful. It's Sundown and Lynx. I picked up like way too much. Let me just swatch them here. And see how they have this really pretty sheen. It's beautiful on the cheeks. Trust me on this. Okay, I only have 2 face products from BellaBeauteBar. This one is the newest one to me. This is the Hollow Basic Witch highlighter. I don't know. I bought this from BellaBeauteBar. It launched with their Basic Witch palette, and it's like a holographic highlighter. Yes, you heard me correctly. It is, oh, come on now. Like, it is like a holographic highlighter. Now, of course, we don't apply highlighter to our face like that normally. I mean, you can, I guess, if you want to, but I usually don't just rub my finger in and straight on my face. I pick it up with a fluffy brush, and it disperses that like rainbow holographic shadow so beautifully. This Oracle Chrome highlighter palette is one of the favorite things in my collection. You're looking at it, you're like, that does not look like anything special, but these are multi-chrome and duochrome highlighters. They do have some sparkle to them, and I can't get enough. I bought a backup. I told y'all I bought a backup, and I'm not ashamed to say it, okay? I went to the website and I ordered a second one because I cannot imagine just living my life without this. Dramatic? Absolutely. Also have 2 face products from Clionadh. I love this indie brand. These are their fruit lighters. They are multi-chrome highlighters. They are gorgeous on the eyes. They are gorgeous on the face. I really like them. You can see I've definitely kind of ruined the embossing. Super duper beautiful. Maybe I should just swatch these really quickly as well. Maybe you like shiny things like me. I mean, use a light hand. I'm not gonna show you the shifts of everything. I'm just having fun over here. Okay, What's Up Beauty and Half Magic. So What's Up Beauty launched their Serengeti highlighters. You've got to see the embossing on the pan. I think they are so incredibly gorgeous. Do you see that? Like, wow. And then Half Magic, this is the glitter puck, like a hockey puck. And it is like this glittery topper type of thing. Use it on the face, use it on the eyes here. Why don't I just swatch that right there? It's really pretty on the face and the eyes. It's really, really gorgeous. It's got these glitter reflex to it that are just really pretty. But I have to tell you, their pressed highlighters do not get enough hype. I don't want this to dry out, so I always make sure to put my lid on tight. This formula is so beautiful. It has this indefinable quality. I don't like, the packaging is cool, but I wish that the pan was bigger for this big packaging. Like, the pan should be this big, right? Or the packaging should be this big, one or the other. But I do think they have a really special formula here, and I would love to see them come out with just a couple of more shades. I have a couple of Blend Bunny face products. This is the Juicy Cheeks face palette. I love the formula. It's so beautiful. It is pigmented, so if you do not need much pigment, go in light-handed. I love mixing these, and I love that we have like a purple, and I love that we have a yellow and orange. I think that's so fun. Then we have their Bare Cheeks palette. Really pretty. Again, I think those more like nude brown tones are going to be really popular going into the new year. And then we have their Noctilucent highlighter palette. This, I think, compared to like Unearthly, BellaBeauteBar, this one I would say has a lot of shift, but it has a lot of sparkle. This is probably my most sparkly of those. Let me kind of show you. Maybe we can swatch right there. I don't know if you're really going to be able to see. It's a really beautiful sparkle, and I really like that on the eyes too. Super pretty. I just have two blushes from Salon Cosmetics. These are cute. They are matte blushes, orange and pink. This is a indie brand out of New Orleans, I believe. Okay, let's look at some things that I don't have much from the brand. This is Jones Road. This is their best blush in the shade Pop. So it's this pretty pink with a little bit of a sheen glow to it. Really beautiful. This Bobbi Brown blush in Chocolate Cherry. I like this a lot. Don't be afraid of it. It is beautiful, especially with one of these highlighting blushes on top. It's so pretty. Let me listen, this video is going to be so long like that, okay? Or you can kind of tap your finger in, not as much, and let me see, can I like blend it in and shear it out here maybe, and see how it's not as intense. I still don't have really the space to like shear it out, but it's beautiful. I've worn it in videos before. I really like it. And let me show you. Okay, so the highlighting blushes, love, love, love. L-O-V-E, love. Okay, then the what are these called? I forget. This is the Glow Sculpt. Okay, so these are like glowy blushes, and they are more creamy than like a Super Shock, but not too creamy. They do kind of have this like set down finish. So beautiful. Honestly, I need to get every single shade. The next time there is a Sephora sale, I need to just like put every single shade in my cart. Let me show you now. Let me pull in my Juvia's Place blush here. You know what? I'm just going to show you all the colors. So I have two of their liquid blushes. These are very pigmented, y'all. A little dab will do ya, okay? A little dab, but beautiful formula, beautiful on the skin. And then let me put these in order. How about that? How about that? 3, 4, 2, 6. Okay, 1. Here, we'll start with 1. So I have volume 1. I have volume 2. Volume 3. I have the bronzers like this too, because you get a lot of bang for your buck with these. Like, you get full-size blushes, and a lot of times you can use like a coupon. That was volume 4. Here is volume 5. Last but not least, this is volume 6. Orangey, beautiful. I think this color is going to be really popular next year too. We've already seen Pantone's color of the year, and yeah, it was this. It was this right here. Okay, Game Beauty. I've got a lot. So let me move this out of the way, and we will talk about these because it's a lot. Let's start with their Persona Royale collection, I think. So these were their Heatwave blushes. We've got the pink. We've got the purple. We've got the more nude that I think is going to be popular. This more red one that gives you a pretty sunburn without the skin damage type of look. And then we've got our highlighters. I love that they made eyeshadow palettes to go with these highlighters. So we have this one. Pretty sure this one is Dendro. Woo, my camera's like multi-chrome shifty sparkle. I can't handle. Okay, we've got the green one. It shifts to a green. We've got the more neutrally one. It shifts more neutral. We've got this one. They all look white in the pan, y'all. They all look white in the pan, but like, don't those look the same? But the purple shifts to purple, the blue shifts to blue. Okay, this is my little collection of Vive cheek products. This right here, I really enjoy. Beautiful face palette. This one is the newest one to me. I believe this was a part of their holiday 2023 launch. So we have 4 blushes and then a beautiful highlight. And then here we have 2 beautiful blushes from them. I like both of these. Again, this color right here, Pesca, I think this is going to be like a good fit for Pantone's color of the year. It's a little more peachy than it's looking right now. Maybe I should turn my light down just a bit. Okay, so I adjusted just a little bit, and maybe you can see that shade a bit better now. I'll kind of see as we go if this is a bit better, but these are super beautiful. All right, let's look at my Sigma collection. I love Sigma. I have bought a lot of these. Some of these have been sent to me. Let's look at the cream blushes first, because they launched cream blushes this year and I love these. Whoop, nope, that's a highlighter. These are so pretty on top of powder, under powder. They last all day on my oily skin, and there are 4 shades. So super duper pretty. I love them. I'm so happy to have every single one of these. Let's look at, what do we have? Let's look at my duos maybe? Or here, my single highlighters. How about that? Since I already have one open, my single highlighters, and then I have this loose. It's an illuminating powder. I think they originally were like showing this for like under the eye. Absolutely not. Count this as a loose highlighter. It's really beautiful in that aspect. So beautiful, beautiful. And then let's do my powder blushes maybe. So they have a lot more single highlighters and a lot more powder blushes, but I did go through my palettes and I gave any like duplicate shades I have to like friends and family. So if there is a blush single shade and you're like, wait, why don't you have that one? I probably do. It's probably just in a palette, and I didn't see the need to like keep it as a single in a palette, but these are beautiful. The matte ones, the glowy ones, they're all super duper gorgeous and I love them. Palettes. Let's do here. We'll do the kind of Disney ones maybe. So I have the Beauty and the Beast, which is the newest one. Love. The Cinderella one. Love. Of course I love it. How could I not? It's literally Cinderella. And then Alice in Wonderland, which has the more like mauve-y tones. So yeah, you know, what can I say? I enjoy my Cinderella collabs. I have this little duo that was holiday 2 years ago or last year. I don't remember. Beautiful. And then my blush palette. Can I open it? My blush palette and my highlighter palette. I love a highlighter palette. I love to mix and match and make my own kind of custom color. It's a favorite. So after that, I do have all of my Dior blushes. I don't even have to open these because they're beautiful. Yes, I know I spent an arm and a leg on these, but this was the original. I love her. She's so good. I've used it for so long, you can barely see the embossing anymore. It's just good. Like, what can I say? It's just that okay, good. Let's look at my Lunar Beauty collection. So this one is like, I actually need to put this with my bronzers so that I can use it more because it's half bronzers and face like powders. So it's kind of in the wrong spot, huh? Okay, I'll put that in the right spot. And then we have the Nude Prism Blush Palette. I love Lunar Beauty so much. Okay, I'm so happy I bought this. I'm so happy I bought this because it has never come back. And it's so beautiful. And Medusa is so cool. And, you know, the highlighters in here are I mean, what can I say? They're wow. Let's look at this one in a second. Moon Prism. This I bought and I was like, okay. Lunar Beauty, they have a good blush formula. Like, they have a good blush formula. I'm sorry, the camera is like, ma'am, too much glow. Full Fantasy Blush collab with Larly Los Angeles' brand. Really, really pretty. And then I have a couple of things that I bought from Larly Los Angeles. I have Blush Aesthetic. Beautiful. And then I have Glazed, the highlighter palette. Oh, it's pretty, right? So pretty. I really love the formulas of both of these brands. All right, here are my Adept Cosmetics face trios. I really love these. So here we have Ayana. And then over here, this is my personal favorite. This one is Valentina. And then right here, this top one, we have Gianna. And right here, we have Stella. Super duper beautiful from Adept. Then we have some of my personal favorites. Okay, we have Ketracel White. Beautiful multi-chrome. We have 2 creams and 2 powders. And then Rainbow Raider, we have 4 powders in like chaos shades. I love them. I also have one face product from Cosmic Brushes. This is the Frosting Trio. So 3 beautiful shifty highlighters. So pretty. Then let me pull in and show you my Martine Cosmetics palettes. Oh, I have this stacked with them. This is the Cozy Up Cheek palette. This is from Simply Posh. And how pretty is that? Blush and highlighters. This is the only face product I have from Simply Posh. And then we'll get into my Martine Cosmetics. So the newest one, which is the Shark Zone. Isn't that so cute? Like, I love. We have this one right here that was from their Triple X, I think. Really, really pretty. And then this is one of my favorite products from Martine, actually. It has what for me are 4 highlighters and a beautiful orange blush. Like, really good formulas in this one. Let's take a look at all of my ColourPop. I have a lot from ColourPop. I really like ColourPop, and I've kind of collected, I guess, over the years. And I mean, what can I say? Like a whole basket of ColourPop. It's a lot. So I have both of my blushes from the first ColourPop Sailor Moon launch. If you've been here at my channel for a while, you've heard me tell the story about my husband going to Ulta to get those for me as soon as they opened. I have some of the ones that are permanent to their line now. So these that are, I think they came in the clear packaging because they were coming to Target. So I have like all of these shades. Excessive. Yeah, I'll give it to you. I agree. I definitely do think it's a little excessive, but I'm not willing to change. So this blush right here from their like 1111 collection, I think it was. I have the highlighter from their Hocus Pocus 2 collab. I hate this packaging that ColourPop does. It's so hard to open. And this is like a green, shifty, sparkly Super Shock formula. I just hate the packaging, but I'm keeping it because I want to. I have the new Sailor Moon highlighters. I have the Alice in Wonderland blushes. I really liked these. I thought this was a really nice launch from ColourPop. And let me move this basket back so that we can really see. So this right here, these are all Super Shock from different collections that they've done. I love the Super Shock formula. I don't love this plastic packaging though. Let's be real, I don't love it. I like the cardboard packaging much better. I have these 2 Super Shock highlighting face palettes. ColourPop, sometimes they like bring stuff out, they keep it around. Sometimes they get rid of it super quick, then it'll like pop back in stock. I don't know, but this is probably my favorite way that the Super Shock formula comes. Let me lay these out really quick. Okay, these are all my ColourPop Super Shock blush and highlighters. I loved the ones that they came out with recently for the Snow White collection. I think the shades are so pretty. And I don't have any like duplicating shades, anything like that. I love these all for different reasons. The Winnie the Pooh ones are so beautiful. They have a gorgeous yellow undertone to them that's gorgeous, like this golden reflect. The Tinkerbell collection Super Shocks are probably my favorite they've ever done. I love that pinky highlighter. I wish with everything I am that they would bring those back and just make those permanent to their line, even if they get rid of the Tinkerbell packaging, because the shades are so good. Like, honestly, they're so good. What else can I say? I'll say it again though. They're so good. Okay, I may have other things from this brand. I don't think so off the top of my head, so I just kind of put these all together. First, I have my milk, what are these actually called? They come in these little tubes. When I first saw them, I thought they were minis, but they are actually not minis. They're just very small. These are the Lip and Cheek tints. So I have several of those shades. These down here are all of my liquid blushes from P. Louise. I know some of the shades look super similar, but trust me, they're all different, okay? They're all different. I really like this formula. Yes, I bought all of those. Judge me, I don't care. This is the Fenty Beauty Match Stick. This is the one they came out with for summer in this ombre packaging. We love. It's very sheer, but it gives this beautiful sheen to the cheeks, and it's so pretty. And I like the formula, and I like the packaging, and I like it. I like the color. I like everything. Okay, I have one Hourglass palette. I don't think I have any other Hourglass powders except for a trio that I use as a bronzer. But how do I open this? How do I, listen, open for me. Open. There we go. Isn't that pretty? I really like these. I really like these powders. Really like the packaging. And then I don't think Kylie makes these anymore. They are old. Am I going to get rid of them? Absolutely not, because they're beautiful. I don't know why they didn't continue with this formula, because they do make the skin look wet. Really, really beautiful. Like, I love these. I mean, you can see, like, you can see that I was using and loving these from Kylie. Okay, these Half Magic are like cream to powder blushes. I meant to show you these earlier with my powders, the highlighters, but I really need to depot these and put these in a Z palette because they're in this like recyclable packaging, but they're really a nice formula. Like, they're really pretty. I like them way more than I kind of expected to. So I kind of wanted to show you those. And then this is a bunch of random things. And listen, if you hear noise in the background, I'm so sorry. They're like testing the emergency system, so you may hear some like sirens and stuff. I really do apologize, but everything is all fine over here, and I am in the flow. I don't want to stop. So I do have one Rare Beauty liquid blush. I have the shade Happy. And then I have two of these highlighters. I bought these at launch, and these remain like some of the most beautiful highlighters in my collection. Let me just swatch them both and show you, because they're truly beautiful. Like, I know I talked about these when they first launched, but they do really sink into the skin and just look so pretty. I also really like this packaging. I think it's really nice, really luxe. I'm very happy to have those. I have one stick blush from Persona. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's the bright pink color. I have one Hindash. I think this is called Boy Tears, and it's like liquid highlighter, face, eye, like multi-use type of product. I have these blush drops from Rodial. So beautiful, like Barbie skin for real. Actually, let me hold that to show you with my Charlotte Tilbury. I have one Tarte highlighting like pen, and this is underrated. Like, this is a beautiful creamy highlight. I tend to not love a lot of liquid or cream highlighters. I prefer powders, but that one is really good. Let me show you this Patrick Ta Holiday Face Palette. You've probably seen it all over the place, but it's beautiful. And then I have one more, and you're gonna kind of see that, yeah, I really like the pinks. If you haven't noticed yet, there's no duplicates here. Like, these are all different, okay? They may be similar, but they're not the same. No, they are not the same, and I'm happy to have these. One size, I have two of these. I have the orangey one we love that has the cream, the powder, and the glow. And then I have the one that I think this one launched this year. I really like the one size formulas. I think they make really nice products. If you see like the little white dots, it's not a big deal. It's not mold. It's just the like wax ingredients separating. It's all good. It's all good. I promise. No need to fear. I have one Cali cream blush. I like this. It's a little more like, I don't know. It definitely, for me, I need to wear it under powder. I like it, but I wouldn't say it's my absolute favorite. This Fenty Cream Blush, they launched this in Holiday like 2 years ago, and it's so beautiful. I can't even talk about it. I can't even talk about it. These liquid like blush cheek tint things from Huda that she launched this year, I think these were nice. I like it maybe better on the lips. I think her lip blushes. This Fenty highlighter, we love. It's glowy and shimmery. It reminds me of like an indie product. And then I have a couple, well, 3 About Face. These are like a very dry cream, but they look really pretty on the skin. So I enjoy those. More is more, right? So I have my Fenty Beauty highlighters over here. I have the Diamond Balm. I have Trophy Wife. I have this cream blush that you look at it and you might think, no, but it's beautiful. It's Ballerina from Sydney Grace. These 2 Kylie Cosmetics highlighters, okay, these are very old, but I want to say, like, I don't remember, but I remember my first YouTube video, I used these, so I keep them. And then I have this Hourglass palette. I thought I didn't have other Hourglass palettes, but I don't know if they make this anymore. It's so freaking good, though. It's the Ambient Strobe Light. And then let's look. I have some luxury products. This is Charlotte Tilbury. So I have a couple of her light ones. I have this one, the blush one, that's Pinkgasm Sunset. I have Pinkgasm. I have Pillow Talk. And then I have 2 of these powder highlighters. There we go. I'm like, I know I can open these, but is the packaging not stunning? So pretty. So I have both of these shades because I couldn't pick. Did I want the cool? Did I want the warm? Why pick when I can have it all? I've got quite a bit of Natasha Denona, so let me line these all up and we'll talk about them. Okay, actually I found one more Charlotte Tilbury. I have my blush. I love this blush. It used to be my go-to when I was like working night shift, it lasted and looked pretty on the cheeks. And then I found one more Lunar Beauty highlighter. I don't know if Lunar Beauty is ever going to restock these. Ow. Like, this type of packaging can be so difficult. I love a good pinky highlighter. These are so gorgeous. Now we can do Natasha Denona. So this is their newest one that was supposed to be a trio chrome. It's not, but it's still pretty. So it is what it is. The Rose Cheek Duo, the My Dream Cheek Trio. I really like when Natasha Denona does these face palettes. I think the formulas and all are always so nice. The Love Cheek Duo, you can see, used her. And I love that packaging. Why can't we have new packaging like this? Let's do more. Let's do more Natasha Denona. So I have the Love Quad, the Bronze Glow Cheek Quad. Do you think I use that one a lot or nah? Because I think so. The Super Glow. This is one of my favorite Natasha Denona products. It's so good. Okay. Okay, since it's here, like this formula, and I have the lightest shade Fair. Like, do you see, like, that just kind of, like, sank into the skin, but gave a glow. Obsessed. And the I Need a Nude Glow. Very pretty as well. I think that's all my Natasha Denona ones. Okay, let's talk about my little Oden's Eye collection. I love the Oden's Eye highlighters with the passion. These are not all the same formula though. I get asked sometimes, you know, like, what do you prefer, this formula or the Oden's Eye, such and such, or the Oden's Eye? And I can't do that because yes, they have the same packaging. Yes, they are the like Moonlight Feel highlighters, but there are different formulas highlight to highlight. And I'll swatch a couple to let you know what, like, let you see what I mean. This one is my personal favorite. Let's see if I'm right. I believe it's Lavender Dream. I've used it that much. Man, your girl is good. It's Lavender Dream. And I will compare it to, say, like this one right here. This one is Pink Star. I'm just going to swatch these. I'm going to give a pretty big swatch so you can see what I mean when I talk about they are different formulas. They are not the same formulas. So you see, like, right here is one formula and here is another. This one has a lot of shimmer and sparkle to it. It's kind of like transparent underneath. This one has more base pigment. It doesn't have much sparkle. So shade to shade, like, I would definitely say if you're interested in these, watch my video, watch other people's videos, because these formulas are different. Okay, they are different and they're all good. It just depends on the look that you are going for, what you want to achieve with your highlight, you know. So these highlighters, I love these from Norns. I'm not sure if Oden's Eye still has these, but these are almost, I want to say they're almost like a Super Shock, but if I remember correctly, these are all like hand poured, so they will vary from highlight to highlight depending on how you get them, the pattern, but they're not quite as creamy as a Super Shock, but they do have this creaminess to the powder that's really beautiful. This, let me see, this I bought from Oden's Eye and I loved it for so long. It's still very nice, but I definitely prefer their newer ones. I mean, makeup formulas are always like changing and improving, right, y'all? Let me see. I'm going to kind of run out of swatch space, but still very pretty. I just think the ones they have now I like even better, but have and love so much. Let me grab the blushes though, because I have the blushes right here. Okay, here are my Oden's Eye blushes. I love these. I think Oden's Eye did a great job with these. So 3 of these are their glowy blush formula, some more glowy than others, and 3 of these are matte. I am really curious if they're going to come out with more shades. I definitely think that they should. I kind of expected that to happen like this year, because these came out in summer or right around the summertime of 2022. So I really thought this year we would see more blushes, more shades, but we didn't. So I am hopeful for the future that we'll have more, because I do think these are so good. This is another one that I think like really would be a good representative of the color of the year of Pantone this year. Okay, let's look at all my Pat McGrath. I love Pat McGrath complexion products. I love the foundation, the concealer. So I'm always tempted when there are new complexion products. I have this big thing, okay? Like, is this not massive that she did for Bridgerton? The products inside are beautiful. The packaging is horrible. Like, did I need this for these four? I didn't. And it's like, I love a theme, okay? Be extra with your packaging if you're working a theme. I can get down. But this is excessive, and it's not luxury. Like, it's cardboard. It's not even like it's tin. It's excessive for the purpose of nothing. I don't appreciate it, but am I going to get rid of it? Absolutely not, because it is Bridgerton, and that does make me happy. Read the books, y'all. Read the books. They're good. These are 2 loose highlighters. I'm not doing it. Not opening loose highlighters. Not today. No, my mental health can't handle it today. Okay, it's too messy. All right, that was dramatic. What are you gonna do? This was my first Pat McGrath highlighter purchase, and I was hooked. I was hooked. The formula of these are so good. If you go back and watch my old videos, I will say, because I get asked from time to time, where are your old videos? I privated a lot of old videos because I was naive. I didn't know. I overshared on YouTube. I overshared about my family, and then I deleted those because I got threats. Listen, when you know better, you do better. I know better now. I do better now. So I didn't have time to watch hundreds of videos and see if I talked about my kids. So maybe you won't find this on my channel. I don't know. I hope you understand, but I absolutely love that. And listen, if you're on social media at all, even if you are not a creator, have your kids only on private platforms, okay? Private with people you know personally. From one to another, okay? Let's look at these face trios. These are also Bridgerton. I'm so excited for Penelope's story, y'all. I'm so excited. Okay, so, well, this one's Bridgerton. This one is not. I love her blushes and highlighters. Don't even ask me. Like, I love them. What else do you want me to say? Okay. I have these. I have so many that now I haven't been buying much because a lot of the face palettes and things that she has been releasing are products that she already has. So I'm waiting for her to release maybe some new shades and things like that, because I would definitely eat those up if she launches them. So I have a couple of these face palettes with these beautiful highlights. This blush, when I'm wearing this blush, you cannot tell me what to do. No one can tell me what to do. I can't even tell my own self what to do, okay? Let's look at these Bridgerton highlights. Okay, hear me out. I love this. I know you're thinking there's no way it works for your skin tone. Absolutely. Absolutely it does, because something about the reflect. And this one too, I remember my friend Karen Harris talking about how much she was loving. I can't remember exactly which highlight it was, but she was just obsessed with it on her skin tone. She has a beautiful tan skin tone. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. She's so beautiful. It's painful. But she loves these. I love these. I know so many people that love these. They're gorgeous. I don't know if Pat McGrath still makes these anymore, and I would never tell you to buy anything because I just don't feel comfortable with that. But I mean, if you were thinking about it, I don't think you would regret it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying. Let's see what else we have. Okay. This is, some of these, like, they come and go, right? Golden Nectar. What do we have here? This is the Blush in Nude Venus 2. If I can ever get it open. I have, what is this one here? Come on, this packaging, y'all. Maybe I've just been opening too many highlighters and I can't do it anymore. This is Flirtatious. Then we come over here and I have Desert Glow. Oh, that's a bronzer. These need to be with my bronzers. And I have Bronze Nirvana. I think, okay, when Pat McGrath did her bronzers, she came out with a great shade range. But what I would really like to see is more undertones in her bronzer. This is not a bronzer video, but I do have olive, warm-leaning skin. And I really like bronzers that are very, like, golden with that yellowy green undertone, or bronzers that are more neutral or very warm. And for me, these bronzers that Pat McGrath came out with, I just never felt like I found my perfect shade. So I would love to see her come out with more because I do think the formula is amazing. And I have not used these recently, and now I know why. It's because they're with my blushes and highlighters, not where they're supposed to be in the bronzer area. Here are all of my Kaleidos blushes. So beautiful, right? I will say, no. No, like, we need some more variety. These, beautiful. So I keep these though. I like to have them. I love the formula. I hope they will give us some more shades, maybe some more intense shades, maybe some shimmery finishes. I would love to see it. But I really like the formula of Kaleidos cheek products. So these are all of the blushes that I have. But now I want to pull in all of my highlighters and show you those. All right, here are my Kaleidos highlighters. Now, like the Oden's Eye, Kaleidos does a variety of different formulas. Even though they kind of have the same packaging, they're all their highlighters, they do have different formulas. So this one right here, Prophecy, is a multi-chrome highlighter. Very smooth formula. The same with Gifted, but it has such a strong shift, but they do have like this beautiful smooth formula. Then when we get to their other highlighters that aren't multi-chrome, that are maybe duochrome, this one is super sparkly and intense, Skywalker. And then we have this one right here, Ray Rider, that's very smooth and beautiful. Mars Melter is probably my most used out of these. I do love a pinky peachy highlighter. It's also very sparkly. Star Surfer is not quite as smooth as Ray Rider. This Moon Cruiser, not as sparkly as Skywalker. And then Solar Sailor, probably somewhere in between these two in terms of like how smooth it is. So these are beautiful and I love them all for different reasons. Okay, here are some of my drugstore products. I've got my two Profusion Casper highlighters. These are beautiful. If you told me these were from an indie brand and were like triple the price, I would believe you. My Pixie Hello Kitty palette, my Pixie Hello Kitty like blush topper, this highlighter duo I've had for years. I love it. NYX blush. Then I've got a NYX Fate The Winx Saga highlighter up here. Really, really beautiful. A Catrice highlighter up here. We've got two Milani blushes, Luminoso and a matte blush. And then my Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush right here. Okay, I've got my Dose of Colors highlighters here. So the top two are collabs with Desi and Katie. And then these are I Love Sarah E. collabs that they did with Karen. Really, really beautiful, great highlighters. I know they're old, but I love them. My Cover FX highlighter trio. I've got this one from Stila. This is the Heavens Dew something highlighter. It's in the shade Incandescent. It's really, really pretty. I have my KKW Mario blush. So old. And then I have several of the blushes from Mario's line. I really like his blush formula. The packaging isn't super for me. I know people say it's like makeup artist packaging, but I feel like the white gets so dirty, so I don't know, you know. It's a sold at Sephora brand, not like just a makeup artist brand. So I don't know. I wish we would be a little more like luxe with the packaging, but you know, I love the formula inside. I have an M Cosmetics highlighter and blush. These are both really beautiful, beautiful baked formulas. They look so good on the skin. This is Faded Clementine and this is Majesty. Then let's see what I have here. Oh, Give Beauty House Labs. So I have my Give Beauty highlighter. I really like it. It's really pretty. And then I have the Blush Duo. I really like the purpley color. For House Labs, what do we have? A blush and highlight. I think these are pretty. I love a good like red blush. Like I said, sunburn, fresh, without the skin damage. What's not to love? I have a Makeup Revolution and 2 Lottie London highlighters. If you want a sparkly highlighter, but you don't want to spend a high price tag, like you just want to test it out, this one from Lottie London is really, really beautiful. Okay, here are some cheek products that I'm really loving right now. They're kind of sitting like on my makeup desk for me because I'm using them so much. This is the new ABH highlighter. I really love this packaging. Benefit Cookie, Too Faced Candy Clouds, and this from Too Faced. I brought this and my Resurgence highlighter duo when I went to LA with me recently. I think this formula is gorgeous. Like, it's a total favorite, which I did not expect from Too Faced, but they really killed it with this one. Let's look at more of my ABH. This one launched, I think, last year. I like it, but I think their new one is way better. I have, of course, my OG Amrezy highlight, the one everybody loves, that probably one of their best sellers if I had to guess. Then I have some of their very old highlighters, and I still love them. I'm guessing they just stopped doing well, so maybe that's why they got discontinued, because I feel like these are in like classic highlight shades. I mean, they're really beautiful. Let's look at my palettes. So I feel like the My Dream palette was a little ahead of its time, because now we're seeing a return of like colorful highlighters, or maybe it was too late. I don't know, but I love it. The Glow Kit, very sparkly, very beautiful highlighters. Again, I don't think this one was super popular for them, but I love it. I like my Glow Kits in general, okay? I have this one. That one is That Glow. Then I have Sweets, which is fun and pretty. Let me see. I have a lot, okay, I have the Moonchild Glow Kit. Come on, we love. I have the Aurora Glow Kit, which was a little bit more vibrant colors. I have the Gleam Glow Kit. Beautiful pinky shades. Come on, camera. You can pick up the glow. I know you could do it. This is the Sugar Glow Kit. Very pretty, pretty shades. Then we have Sun Dipped. I think this one they still have around. More like bronzy Sunkissed shades. And then a personal favorite, the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. Like, they really did something special together with this one. Yes, they did. Okay, more blush and highlighters. This is my highlighter from One Size. This is the Fantasia collab. It's so hard to show, but there you go. You kind of see the music notes and Fantasia decoration. I have the Prisme Libre highlighter from Givenchy. Absolutely stunning. I know it's expensive, but oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I have 3 Sephora Collection blushes in their like color coordinating packaging. I have this blush from Persona. I have 1 blush from Lawless. And then this highlighter from Sephora Collection is so good. It's in the shade Daybreak. It's really good, y'all. If you ever want to pick this up during the 30% off sale they have, I definitely recommend it. I have the Carly Bible Il Maquillage face palette. Huge but fun. And then I have 2 palettes that I bought from, what is this called? Mary Lee Scott. I have the colorful one, and I love colorful highlighters, but I think the formula in the neutral one is actually a bit better, so I do prefer that one. Let's look at these from Arttitude. These are whole pigmented. These are almost like eyeshadows. They're multi-chromes that are like, you see that? Even with a fluffy brush, they are pigmented. Let me swatch this one too. Like, yeah. I actually may end up putting these with my shadows. I've got a few from Give Me Glow. These are quite old. Well, you kind of saw this one. They're very sparkly, very intense, very blinding and beautiful. But I really liked the packaging. I really liked the vibe. This one as well. And then we've got some MAC launches. Do you see how sparkly my desk is getting? It's getting so sparkly. These 2 are Black Panther. And then I have, let's see, Soft and Gentle. I have one from when they did a Cinderella collab. I have this blush from their, like, I don't know, it was a collection around like washing clothes. Kind of bizarre to think about. It was like wash and rinse or something. I don't know. This from their Nutcracker collection. This was one of their holiday collections years and years ago. I feel like they brought this same type of format back recently. And then I have my 2 Stranger Things blushes, Hawkins and the Upside Down. Be Perfect Stacey Marie Get Wet highlighters. I love this formula. I'm not sure if it's still around, but this was in one of the collections that they did. They do look wet on the skin, really pretty. This is their highlighter. The packaging on these is so over the top, bulky, but they're good. This is one of their Scorched blushes. I actually use this as like a blush topper in place of a highlighter. And then their collaboration with Mitchell. Before Mitchell had a separate brand, they had a collaboration with Be Perfect, and I really still like that, honestly. I've got a couple of little things from the no longer existing Becca, their Jaclyn Hill collection when they did the face palette, and then this is a little mini champagne pop, and just a few things from NARS. So the liquid blush that they launched earlier this year, really pretty. I like this one a lot. It's their Afterglow liquid blush. I have this face trio, really pretty. I have this one. This, I believe, is a quad of existing shades. I may be wrong, but I think all of these shades are sold as singles. And then their blush palette from last year is so nice. It's like a jelly baked type of formula, so they're sheer but buildable, and I really enjoy them. Y'all, it is the end of the day. I'm realizing I forgot to include my Lethal Cosmetics. So I do have some Lethal blushes right here, and then I have the collaboration they did with Teresa Is Dead. I think those are the only ones I forgot to include. So I was like, let me show them. Let me show them real quick. I will not be able to tag everything in the description box because YouTube only allows me so many characters, but I will do as much as I can. Okay, I will do as much as I can. I hope you enjoyed this video. I do have a 3-hour eyeshadow palette collection video up on my channel that I posted a couple of weeks ago. Definitely check that out if you're curious. I had a great time though, sitting down, talking about makeup, going through my collection. I really hope that you enjoyed watching. Please do subscribe. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye!